Okay, so to finish up our fabulous time, people would not realize that I've been here since like 9 o'clock this morning, and we've been here 3 hours, but I might as well just be hired on. All right, so I like to do Friday Funnies, so we're going to just do some kind of off the cuff things. So we're going to do most memorable. So I'm going to just feed you stuff, and you give us some crazy answers.
Okay.
So I'm going to think back to when you were in high school. So I'm putting you back in your pace setter uniform. So what was your most memorable time as a pace setter? Something funny. I know there's a lot of sweet moments. Something funny.
Something funny. I think my most memorable, the very first thing that comes to my head, it's probably more sweet. So our senior year, we took our Disney trip, because in Katy you travel once every 3 years, and we were able to. All of the officers' moms were board members of the Booster Club, which sometimes I think happens, other times doesn't. But they were all invited to be chaperones, and they didn't chaperone us. They were put in charge of other groups. And then on the last day, we went to Magic Kingdom again, and we got to ride rides with our moms. And one of our very, very, very sweet moms, who I don't think, I mean, just very
Proper.
always proper and perfect. We rode Space Mountain together.
Oh.
Which is, I don't think it's a bad roller coaster, but...
Hey, that was our first Fast Pass Jack and I had when we were on our Disney trip.
But I think it's more shocking if you've never ridden it before. And as we're going through this roller coaster, this very proper mom, who is like pearls and perfect all the time, the words that were flying out of her mouth.
Yeah.
And that...
Well, it made her real, didn't it?
It made her so real. And I mean, we were of the generation, I wish it was more that, we didn't say bad words in front of our parents.
No.
We didn't really hear our parents say bad words. So I remember Was
she dying of embarrassment after?
I feel like when she got off the ride, she was like, we are going to forget that I said any of those words. And we just thought it was the funniest thing, because it just wasn't in our normal vocabulary.
I love it. I wish that we could get, you said, get back.
Pull that back.
Okay, here's a kind of crazy one. Worst prop you ever had to dance with? Or did you ever have to do much dancing with props?
We didn't have a lot of props.
We didn't
even have we didn't have hats or boots.
Do you do props here? You've never hoopled?
Oh, I have hoopled.
One year I had camp choreography I had to do too. The band version of I Get So Emotional, and of all the props I was assigned, shout out to Miss Donna, I was given the hoopla to I Get So Emotional. So I get very emotional when I think about hooplas. You ever never had to do?
Okay, well we did a hoopla routine in high school.
And the crowd goes crazy.
It's such a crowd pleaser, and it's so...
I call that the dad factor.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can do triple pirouettes, and they're like, yeah, that's cool. And you do a ripple with a hoopla, or the big circle.
And
it's the bomb.
Yes. No, we did. And actually, when I was my second year here, St. Agnes did this. We play Strakes in our football district. So St. Agnes Tiger Girls go to home games. And they did this phenomenal hoopla, very out of the box, crazy insane, and they were beautiful and silver. And my principal, Dr. Steele, at the time, I immediately get a text message. She's like, "What are those? I am buying them for you out of my
What
principal."
are those?
I was like, I honestly don't even know who sells hooplas anymore, because everyone just has hooplas.
Yeah, it's like they came into existence and then they lived forever.
Yeah, and they but she was going to use her principal fund to buy us hooplas, and then ended up getting promoted. She's the curriculum instructional specialist of our district. So we do not have hooplas, but yeah.
I know. Hooplas. I get so emotional about hooplas.
I mean, we have to bring it back.
Yeah. It's there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Least favorite. We're kind of on the football season. Least favorite song to hear over and over during football season. Like which feature song you're like, oh no, here they go. Okay, my favorite is of course "Land of a Thousand Dances."
I was gonna say that's.
I mean, who hasn't danced to it? Has everybody danced?
I think everyone has. We like the song that's played most in our stands. Our bands when we're in the stand is "Crazy Train."
Well.
But the girls love it.
Of course they do.
They love it.
Did you ever get assigned some bad like me and my So Emotional Hoopla?
Was it?
Oh, I don't know either. But
and I remember not realizing it was a bad it didn't have a good message as a song.
Oh yeah.
That, and we danced to She Was a Fast Machine. AC/DC Shook Me All Night Long.
Yeah.
On the field. And looking back, I'm like, if we announce that now, I think maybe because we're so sensitive now, having the announcer announce to "You Shook Me All Night Long" might get me some emails. Yeah. But we danced to that. That was a great song though.
Oh yeah.
But no, I feel like I always had some I was always assigned some really rock and field palm music.
Yeah. It's always hilarious. Okay, so let's see. Let's jump to classroom. The most awkward correction you ever had to give someone.
Oh. This is so good. And stop me if it's
okay.
It's a very real life.
It's a PG-13 kind of audience.
So we were combined with, because we're under renovation and we are flexible back here in the athletics area. Dance and PE combined at the beginning of the year, and we did a yoga unit. It was great.
I'm scared of where this is going. All right, let's go, girl.
So one of the PE students who we had been working on not appropriate phrases and not shouting things out. Mm-hmm. As we're in Warrior 3, she comes over and she's like, I have a problem. I'm like, okay. Can this wait? And she's like, no. Okay. She's like, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, that's fine. She's like, my underwear is wet and I didn't go to the bathroom in my pants.
Oh, good Lord.
And we're like, oh.
Okay, go.
And we're still holding Warrior 3, that's fine, you can go. And she's like, but this happens every day, and I'm ruining all of my underwear. All right, so we're gonna make sure that we're gonna get you a pad, or we're gonna get you something that it won't ruin your underwear. Which is also, we're like, still Warrior 3.
These are the things that they do not teach you in school.
No, and you have
keep your composure.
80 kids looking at you. When I transitioned from down dog to up dog, it sounds like a fart, but it's not a fart.
Oh no!
And we're like, let's transition back to down dog. Why don't you go to the bathroom and I'll be there? So I'm
gonna stay right here. Yeah. Because there's no boundary. You're talking about. We just talked about the lady on the roller coaster, and these kids are like, "I'm going to tell you my bodily functions."
And luckily, it wasn't shouted out loud, so I feel like that was a win for us. But that was definitely one of the most unusual modifications that I've had to deal with.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say. I'd like you to go see the nurse.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was...
And you kept it together.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, because, at this point, everyone else's little ears are.
All right, because they
listening.
know there's a conversation going. They're not going to ever be quiet any other time.
No. They're except for right now when I'm trying to get her to whisper.
And you're trying to go. Just go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just leave.
One of us will meet you in there. Just go right now. Go right now.
They don't.
Yeah.
These are the things they don't teach you.
No, they don't get you ready for that.
All right, so let's finish with the last most memorable performance since you're at the end of the year. What was your most sweet memory? Didn't have to be funny, of this last school year.
I think we were so lucky to have Gerald Hardy come do our palm routine.
I'm going to say toe touch.
Oh, I mean
Yeah. Toe touch.
Toe touch right into the middle splits. Had I asked them just to do a middle split, we would have come, but Gerald asked them to do a toe touch into a middle split, and that was no one ever marked that part. Even when we were on tile, when I gave them this is not safe. They're I think if we spread out, we'll be.
Because it was
great.
Gerald.
Because it was Gerald.
Shout out to Gerald.
Yeah. And it was fast, high energy, amazing palm, really happy palm, and the choreography was phenomenal. The girls loved it. They just glowed when they danced, and I think it was hands down their favorite dance, which made it so much fun for me to watch, but also for the audience to watch. And I think just watching them hook into something fun that didn't have a deeper meaning, then this is going to be a great palm.
Yeah, there you go.
We're gonna have a party. So I think that was probably from this year. Every time they got to do palm was just
perfect.
It was fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye. Yay,
Thank you
Heather.
so much.
It was so fun. All righty. And scene.